Okay, we have the game War Dogs. Now, from what I've heard about it, it's not a battle royale. It's not an extraction shooter, but it is a mill sim, and it sounds like they're trying to be not quite like Squad or what's Hell Let Loose. I think like it's not quite. It's not trying to be that mill sim, but it's trying to be more than like Battlefield and Call of Duty, for instance. So I think they're trying to meet that middle ground with not being a battle royale, not being an extraction shooter, and you kill for money. But without any further ado, let's get into this trailer. You are a mercenary. And you see in the top right corner, he has a minus $1,600, but then there's like 33K next to him. And you kill for cash. Mind you, you did see that there are vehicles like tanks, tac choppers, alone or as a squad. So I don't know if they're going for kind of like a gray zone. If you guys have ever played Gray Zone, I don't know if that's the angle they're kind of going for, but on a 3 teams, 100 players, it almost feels like this is like if Gray Zone was set up in a multiplayer match instead of like an all a constant world. Every investment matters. Go all in. Yo, how long is a single match? No. Hey, they got the revives in. Oh, they have some guy talking. All out warfare. It looks sick. They have multiple tanks. It looks like they have building destruction. Not an extraction shooter. Hold on. Not a battle royale. This is War Dogs. Good shot. See, like confirmed kill plus $1,000. Sign up for future playtest. We're definitely gonna be signing up for that. I think this concept could be really cool. Something I want to touch on that I think is very important. You play as 3 separate teams. So remember, this is not an extraction shooter, and this is not a battle royale. So you don't. Okay, you could have a stash. You could have a stash at home. You could loot players. For all we know, you can loot players and have a stash. I don't know, but I feel like that's what makes an extraction shooter an extraction shooter. So I think you just get money, and then you build your kit, whatever you're going to play with that money every time you die. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to speak for it, but I'm just assuming here. But as you can see, there's 3 teams on the map. So it is, you're playing solo or with a squad, but you still are on a team. So it's not like 100 players and you're all solos or you're playing quads. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. But it almost looks like you could swap teams if you wanted to. Or there's some kind of aspect of that because... Oh, no. We see we've got blue, green, and red. And it almost looks like a capture the point, hold the area vibe. There's definitely vehicles. And it seems to be quite a bit. I don't know if there'll be as many as Battlefield. But I already saw 3 different tanks. There's this tank. We've got a couple vehicles here. You see, you just have a normal truck. It looks like we've got a truck. We got a Jeep, a buggy. Looks like there's multiple vehicles. A little bird. I think that's a Black Hawk above. You can't really tell. I think that's a black. Yeah, that looks like a Black Hawk nose. See, this is probably like an objective. Like you have to okay, it says number 2, but I don't think this is point 2. But I think they have like bases that you build up and you spend money on that as well. Not only do you spend money on your kit and your weapons, but you also spend money. See, look, there's that attack chopper, little bird. They have they have multiple vehicles. I don't want to call this a battlefield killer, but this looks like a step up in the mill sim world for people that are looking for more than Battlefield, but not squad. They don't want that in-depth crazy, you know, you sit in the same spot for an hour. That is squad. You know what I'm saying? This looks like a little bit more than that. Confirmed kill. See, like when you get kills. So you see here in this top right corner, for instance, vehicle destroyed, 7 grand. Revenge kill, 2K. Kill, 1K. So you have this 1,540. And then you have this, like, I'm going to assume this is your bank, like your overall money. And then this is maybe how much money you have on you. Like, say your kit, like, yo, this RPG, the AR, the body armor, the attachments, it's all 1,540. If I want to ride in an Apache helicopter, I got to spend 20 grand out of my overall arching 161,000. That's what I'm assuming is happening here. Now, something I thought was interesting. You see this? Like, you build up a base. And he's, like, repairing it himself. So it looks like this is red team that we're seeing on the minimap, because that's a red flag, I'm just assuming. So you build up your home base. I almost wonder if it's like, dude, to capture the flag between 3 teams would be crazy on this scale. They obviously have hella. They got thermal. They got a spotter. The sniping looks like... See, this guy's got 33K, 3. He's in the hole. I think we should notice he's in the hole, $3,000. So I wonder how that aspect works. He's in the hole, $3,000. You can revive, which I always love revive mechanics, and especially in a game like, it may be unrealistic. I get it. Military sim people, I get sniped in the head. A defibrillator's not going to do anything. But this is a video game. You know how terrible it is in squad when you finally get posted up in a spot and then you die and then you got to get back there. Like, it's terrible. So I think just being able to turn, revive your boy, that's vibe. So we got some, yeah, but we definitely got quite a bit of vehicles. That looks good. See the flying there? There's definitely destruction. Look at this. I mean, this tank is just back here sniping. Definitely world destruction for sure. That's showing here. Now, I don't know what type of scale that's on. They don't show it too much. But there's definitely, like, you can blow up a wall. See, that guy 165K and he got 5. Interesting. Honestly, overall, I think it's a great concept. I think there's a lot of people out there that want to hit this medium of the milsim world. Like, Battlefield, a lot of people, Battlefield 6 isn't enough. For some people, Battlefield 6 is enough. For a lot of people, squad is too much. Some people, you know, squad is what they want. But they're trying to find that middle ground between that Battlefield and squad. And I think WARDOGS might do it. I think the gameplay looks well done. It didn't really look like there were like from a shooting aspect, like gunplay, it looks good. It doesn't, there's nothing that strikes me as it's going to be terrible as far as like gunplay goes. Now, vehicles is another thing. I don't know how this is going to feel. I don't know if this is going to feel like Battlefield or if it's going to be like squad. I mean, people have figured out how to fly really well in squad and whatnot, but you know how Battlefield, everyone's seen the crazy videos. So I don't know how the vehicles and stuff like that's going to work. I mean, you see this guy right here with this little thing driving right by. So I don't know how the vehicles are going to play out. But honestly, man, I think this game has a really good shot. It looks good. I wonder what the price tag is. If it's free to play, I'm not saying it is, but if it's free to play, if this is a live, I could see this game being a live service for sure. And if it's a live service free to play, I don't know. It could take that spot. What up, Spencer? What are we up to today? But see how it says alone? Like you are a mercenary alone or as a squad. So I was trying to figure out like how this was gonna work. But 100 players, 3 teams. So you get put on a team. Interesting. Honestly, though, overall, we don't have it just says early access in 2026. So it doesn't really say, like, it doesn't say Tom Brady's yelling in our face. It doesn't say when it's going to come out. It doesn't really say anything else about that. It looks like we're going to have a beta of some kind, though. So I'm probably going to be playing that. Other than that, that's War Dogs. And honestly, I think it's looking really good.